I thought that I just wasn't good at singing, so I said, okay, I don't have a mentor, I don't have a vocal coach, but I'm going to just use YouTube. YouTube University. And I started to just practice. That's one of my big keys, practice.
Welcome back to Push Your Pace Podcast, the number one podcast in the region for living a progressive and happier life. On this episode, I'm joined by Kamali, who opens up about her struggles behind chasing a music career, the self-doubt, the pressure to choose something stable, and the moments of silencing her own voice. But at the heart of it all is a lifelong love for music that started in her childhood and never stopped calling. This episode is all about embracing your true path, pushing past fear, and trusting your gifts. Don't forget to subscribe and tell me who you would like to see on the next episode. Sit back, relax, and let's get ready to push some pace. Let's find out, who is Kamali?
I mean, that's a big question. Who is Kamali? I'm still figuring it out. I'm still figuring it out. But Kamali, I am a singer, songwriter, multi-genre singer, songwriter, artist, actress, multi-faceted, multi-dimensional human being. I done a lot of things, do a lot of things, and but music is a very major. Yeah, yeah,
You know, I know you're from Trinidad, correct?
absolutely. Trinidad and
The,
Tobago,
the, the land of soca music.
the
And
land.
there's an artist there that's very popular by the name of Marshall Montano. I mean, this is a kid who basically he came out the womb singing, from what I've heard.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, tell me about your journey into music. Where did it all begin?
Well, I think my mom would say I basically came out the womb singing as well. Um, but yeah, as far as I can remember, I was always singing. I grew up with, music in my home every day, different types of music, Brazilian, just world music. And it in my grandma's house, it was just always music. My grandfather was a musician. I guess it was a prominent band back in the day in Trinidad, and I've just always been around, you know, musicians and music enthusiasts, and it's always been a major part of my life. But I did in primary school, I was doing calypso competitions here and there.
Hey.
Yeah, yeah, and
Did,
singing.
did you want did you win any? You said
I did.
competition, you man. Okay.
I remember I did. Wish I could get some footage from that. That would be wonderful. But yeah, I've always been a singer. I've always known since I was a child that that's what I wanted to do.
But when did it hit you that, you know, I can actually do this thing? Like when did that moment hit you?
Honestly, the funny thing is, it's been one of my greatest challenges throughout my life. Like I struggled heavily with it. Not only coming to terms with just, wanting to pursue it in some form or the other, but and obviously it's kind of an unconventional trajectory for people to, especially like people think, oh, you're not going to make money doing that. Why would you do that? Why would you even go that route if you're not going to make money? So I battled with it, but I also battled with my own voice. I thought I couldn't sing. I thought that I had a moment where I actually stopped singing, blocked my voice. I dealt with a lot of challenges with it, but I always knew that it was a very major part of my dharma and my purpose. It was all that I knew. It's all that I wanted to do. Like since I was a child, like that's all I wanted to do. So I was like, there's no other option for me. Why would I try to do anything else? But I did try. I tried, like I even instead of going to music school. I went to acting school because it was the other thing that, everyone told me I was really good at. So why don't you just go pursue acting? So I was like, you know what? I'm funny. Why not? Like so I did this and that. And so I was like, I'm just gonna go to acting school because I'm not gonna make it in music. I don't know. Wild, insecure thoughts running through my head through my life. So yeah, but I always knew. I always knew. Deep down you just know. But it takes a while for your brain, your body, and everything to catch up as you figure out
Sure.
who you are, who you're not, what you want, what you don't want. And so I feel like I finally arrived at that moment in my life where I was like, you know what? People are already struggling to make it in fields they don't love. So I might as well, I might as well be delusional and go towards my dreams. What's the other option?
I love it, Kamali. And ladies and gentlemen, Kamali is an up and coming artist from Trinidad and Tobago, the
Yes.
land of soca. Please share your comments, even drop some encouraging words. Now, you talked about this period where you just blocked out music. Tell me how you overcame that. Like, was there any, like, what happened that got you, like, right back on course?
Well, there were quite a few different things, but I will say that throughout the years, I took the time to sort of teach myself to sing better. I thought that I just wasn't good at singing, so I said, okay, I don't have a mentor, I don't have a vocal coach, but I'm going to just use YouTube.
Oh.
YouTube University. And I started to just practice. That's one of my big P's, practice every day. And I just started to develop, a better relationship with my voice. I, when you block off or you suppress your creativity, you suppress your thoughts, you suppress your emotions, a major, your throat chakra blocks up. You know that I was affected by all that I was suppressing. So I had to do a lot of healing, a lot of shadow work, a lot of work to get to the point. But I also did sit in a few plant ceremonies, where I deepened my relationship with my voice to another level. Um, it was actually in those plant medicine ceremonies where I actually the music in those ceremonies are some of the most beautiful. It's just the most beautiful, powerful music you'll ever listen to and feel. Like the thing is when you're on this type of medicine, the music activates the medicine, and it's one of the most beautiful connections to God, I would say, because there are no distractions, um, and you feel and see everything. Your ancestors, you can feel them all around you. You can feel the spirits all around you. You see them. It's the most beautiful experience. And I know there are a lot of people out there who are very religious, and they're going to shame me for what I'm saying right now, but this is my experience. Then it's a beautiful one. But that actually, sitting in that ceremony, I was actually asked by one of the shamans to sing at the end of the ceremony, and what came out was the most beautiful I had ever sang in my life. And a, a it unlocked something in me that I'm forever grateful for. It really, yeah, it was transform transformational for sure.
Kamali, I'm happy that that experience has brought the light out of you. So happy for you to even be that vulnerable with us, you know? And how long now has it been since you've returned?
Returned to Trinidad,
No, to singing.
singing. Well, I've always been singing, whether it was in my shower or there was a period where I did kind of halt my voice, but I couldn't hold it back for long because it really would cause me to be depressed. I went through a serious depression in my life, and I told myself I never want to experience that again. So I know that I have to express myself because the opposite of depression is expression. Like if you don't express yourself, you will be depressed. So I was like, hell no, I'm not doing that again.
Drop you preach it.
Yeah, I mean,
Opposite of depression is expression. Quote quote Kamali.
you know, we once you suppress these creative urges and these thoughts and these ideas, you know, you're essentially blocking God's gifts through you. God has these gifts that want to be expressed through you, and you're suppressing them, and that will cause a state of a sense of misery and depression because you're not doing what you know you should be doing. So, but I will say the music, it took a while for me to get into the recording the music because I had so many limitations. I had so many in my mind. I was like, oh, there's this reason why I can't, and this, or I don't have this, or da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really had to shift my mindset and my perspective, which is another big one of my B's. Had to shift. I had to do a big shift, massive shift. Really, you know, when you get tired of your own crap, I think that
Right?
that big, yeah, that moment where you're like, nah, it's not working for me anymore. I need to make something change.
For sure.
And I just started using what I had, what tools I had, and tried to record what I could. And then I started, you know how God sends you resources when you actually put in effort. So once I started to
Indeed.
really have momentum, God started sending me the right people and the resources and this and that. And I met this incredible producer by the name of Cadet. Shout out Cadet. He's a Trinidadian, young Trinidadian artist, producer, mixing and mastering engineer. Incredible. Just a genius. And he started helping me. And he was the reason I got these two last songs out. Yeah.
Amazing. Now let's talk about that. Recently I stumbled upon shout out Odos. That
Yes,
group
shout out
with
Odo.
Simon.
That's the reason we
Ama-
connected.
connected, right? So Simon, you're doing a thing, man. Continue, man.
Thank you so much.
And the song drops in Odos. I'm listening to this and it's so beautiful. I'm like, man, like whoever made this, they went to the depths of the soul itself to bring
Wow.
this thing to
Let me
to
write that
to
down for my.
right. Like what? Like this came from. I mean, you mentioned the ancestors. This came from, and the song is called Ancestors,
It is. It is.
right? So tell us. I'm gonna play the song.
My ancestors, you make me whole. You guide my path. You guide me home. I never have to worry. I never have to wonder. The light shines brightly when I'm going under. I never have to worry. I never have to wonder. Your light shines brightly when I'm going under. And you warn me when I lose my way. I owe it all to you. And when I'm lost, you call.
Play it. Now tell us about this beautiful track.
Wow. To be honest, so I still use GarageBand for producing music to make my beats and to record vocals and stuff, which I'm sure a lot of producers are like, okay, that's very amateurish, but I still use it. I still love it. Playing around with some loops in GarageBand because right now I don't have the music that I'm looking for my songs. It's difficult to meet with musicians sometimes, so I decided I'm not gonna no more limitations, just use what you have. Um, and yeah, I found this loop of that guitar that you hear in the song. And once I heard it, I was like, wow, it did something for me. I don't know. It just struck a chord in me. And at the time, also, this song is very much inspired by another song that's named Ancestors by this Cameroonian singer by the name of Lubiana. I don't know if you know who she is. Okay. But her music is incredible. Her voice is heavenly, it's beautiful. And at the time, I was listening to that song a lot. Like it was just on a heavy rotation on my playlist. And I was in LA at a friend's house, and they have a studio, and I was just sitting down, playing the loop that I found on GarageBand. And the first thing that came out of my mouth was, my ancestors. I don't know why. And then the lyrics just flowed from me. So at the time, for me, it was just a song. I love quote unquote medicine music, which is, I would say this is medicine, spiritual, new age sort of music. And I always saw myself making music like that. So I thought, okay. So at the time, it was just a song. But now I see just how powerful it is. And at the time, also, I was going through a major transformation in my life. And it was so incredibly healing for me. I said, I know this is going to touch other people. I know. And it's so amazing to see all the messages, people calling me, telling me how much it touched them, brought tears to their eyes. Nice. I was.
I'm in that song, man. I'm happy you came on the show to talk about it, cause man, like,
so grateful that
it's so beautiful. And it sounds like it deserves to be like an opening track to a movie.
Wow.
One of those, yeah, like one of those strong African movies.
Oh my gosh. That would be amazing. Actually, I'm trying to
I
get more
can
into
see that
yeah.
song.
Wow. That's
I can see that song being an opening track to something spectacular. For real. I ain't gassing you up. It's the real truth. Yeah, for sure.
Make it happen.
For sure, man. For sure. Now let's talk about people you want to work with.
Mm.
Right? And since we're speaking things into existence, let's continue riding this wave.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So people who you want now, your style is in soca, the typical Trinidadian soca, upbeat. You have a neo soul style.
Yes, I would say
so. Right. So tell
Generally.
me who would be some of the artists you would want to work with in the future.
Woo, that's so interesting. I thought that I would have a clear answer for that. I am a multi-genre artist, so I'm not like I don't put myself in a box.
The box.
I'm open to different genres. But I think this is tough. I'm an old head too. I like really old school music. So like some of my inspirations or influences are like Sade and Michael. I don't know, just so many different older generation
Artists.
yeah. So I don't know. But I will say there's a Trinidadian artist that I'm dying to work with. There are two. One is John G. He is also a member of Modos. He is incredible. His voice is so rich and powerful. And I've always seen our voices just
doing something,
doing magic. Yeah. And that I think we're gonna make happen soon. So John G, shout out to you, amazing artist. Another Trinidadian artist, um, Blackman, Marge Blackman. I don't know if you know Nyla Blackman, but
Yeah.
she's the aunt of Nyla. Marge also has that rich. Her music is also very spiritual. Very, you should listen to it. Amazing, amazing. Marge Blackman. She would be an amazing artist that I would love to connect with and collaborate with. Yeah, for sure.
Amazing.
I also have another artist I want to mention quickly because her music is not um it has a lot of Trinidadian or Caribbean elements, but it's not necessarily like it's not soca, it's her own genre, and her voice is like pure butter. Their name is Javana.
Okay.
I would urge all of you to go check them out. Their music is incredible. They have an album coming out soon. I am actually featured on one of the songs. But I
Hey.
hope to, yes, I'm really looking forward to that. But I know that we're gonna make more music together, and I'm just so grateful to have met these individuals and know that they're so close, and that I know that in the future, like we're gonna have more collaborations. I'm really looking forward to that. But please check them out. Their music is incredible. Yeah, give them some love.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kamali, you won't believe this is her first interview. Like she's killing it right now. But Kamali, thank you so much for sharing your journey. And of course, me, along with my audience, are cheering for you. We can't wait to see you on the global stage. We can't wait to hear a few of your tracks on these Netflix shows or
Ooh,
even movies. Because the talent is definitely there. And of course, divine timing is always at play when it comes to these things. Nonetheless,
absolutely.
the potential and it's there, and the whole Odos community is rooting for you. I can see it in the
Oh
chat.
my God, listen, what a rich community to be a part of. Like, I get to meet such incredible human beings such as yourself. What a amazing podcast you have here. I love that you're highlighting some of the, you know, some, prominent figure, not just prominent figure, but just like people who are impacting the Caribbean in such a wonderful way. And I'm so grateful to be a part of it. So thank you for choosing me to be a part of it. And I can't
It
wait to
was
see where it continues to grow. And yeah,
Yes, man, for sure. Well, we have in-person interview scheduled sometime in the future when you hit that global stage. So
amazing.
it's gonna be
Absolutely. I'm looking
speaking
forward
that
to
for
that.
sure, for sure.
I can see it already.
Mm,
It's already
mm.
done.
That's what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Love it. Now we ain't done yet. I know
No,
it sounds like we're closing. We ain't done yet. You are on Pushing Your Peers podcast. And you wouldn't be a guest on my show if you didn't get to push your peers.
yeah.
So any word that begins with the letter P that has been transformational to your journey, you now have the chance to push your peers.
All right. So, whew, I have a few, but I will say, as I mentioned before, perspective, perspective, perspective. It's everything. How you perceive your reality, how you perceive yourself, how you perceive others, your relationships, your finances, your whatever it is, your perspective is everything. I think it's key to everything. you know, um, it really shapes your reality, you know. Something could seem to be something in the external, but the way that you view it, it changes it, it shifts it, and that's law, that's science. So I think perspective is everything. I have gone through some incredibly deep, dark moments, and just a shift of perspective has shifted my everything. So that's number one.
Perspective is the P. Oh, you got another one? You said number
Why
one.
not? Oh, I got a lot. I would
Oh,
say, oh, what? You chose the perfect letter of the alphabet because P is powerful.
it is. It is. I know.
Let's say prayer for sure. Can't go wrong with prayer. Prayer is so important. I say prayer and meditation. Prayer is speaking to God, meditation is listening to God. Prayer is very powerful. Speak it out. Speak to the divine, to your God, whatever you know, you speak to. It's a very powerful practice. The other word is practice. That's so funny. Practice, practice, practice. I told you that when I was dealing with my vocal uh issue,
Yeah.
I I just I made it a priority to practice every day. Practice every
Push this up, please.
yes, and that brings me to my next one. Preparation is key. Preparation is everything. I think that wherever you want to go, whatever goals you have, whatever you aspire to be, once you prepare for that moment, you're good. You're good to go. Once you have that faith and that preparation, you're good to go. So I think if you practice and prepare your baskets, prepare your mind, prepare your body, prepare your spirit, prepare, you know, in whatever way that you need to prepare, whether that's releasing the old to make space for the new, whatever it is, preparation is a major key for me, and I believe would benefit everyone. Just prepare for whatever's to come. You know, preparation, practice, perspective, prayer, perseverance,
You ain't
partnership.
you ain't you ain't playing around with these kids. This is it.
Listen, these are gems for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I love your podcast. I love that, this is what you are. I love the pushing your peas aspect. I love that because, yeah, there are a lot of very profound keywords. But I would say my last but not least favorite is partnerships,
Mm. Mm.
collaboration, community.
Preacher.
It's everything. It's everything. Look at how we were able to meet through such an incredible community.
Indeed.
And when you get together with others, you're able to amplify your gifts and your message and your voice and create a greater impact when we come together. So partnerships, that's
Absolutely.
I think that's number one.
I'm telling you, Kamali, you ain't come. You like you started before you come on the show.
Play. I do not come to play.
you you push plenty peas on this episode. This might be a racket. I gotta go back and check. You ain't play around. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, up and coming artist Kamali from Trinidad and Tobago has been a phenomenal guest, and we still ain't done yet.
Oh,
I got two more questions for you. The first one is a spin-off question. Are you ready?
I don't know. Am I?
All right. If you could only communicate using the first three words you say every morning for the rest of your life, what would those three words be?
First three words I say every morning. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. That's it. There's no,
I love it.
it's literally what I say every morning. Thank you, God, for everything. This life is a blessing.
It truly is.
Yeah.
The ups and downs, it shapes us, man.
All of it. I wouldn't be who I am without it. So. And you as well, I'm sure.
For sure, man. Kamali, you've been a fantastic guest. And there's a little Kamali who's watching you right now who is, I guess, she wants to bury her gifts. I mean, the environment she's in is not a really nurturing environment for musicians. And she's listening to you and she's on the fence. What is your advice to her?
So cute. I can actually see her. Um, there's nothing to fear. You're so divinely protected and guided and supported in so many ways. Just jump. Your wings will build themselves as you go. Just jump. Just jump and watch how everything unfolds naturally, right? But don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to try. Just keep going and you'll learn along the way. And and the love in your heart and the passion. Oh, that's another big keyword.
Man, you ain't come to play. I gotta check this episode. I think there's a racket.
This is number one, guys. This is just the start. This is the start.
This gotta be this is how you come on the show episode.
Yeah, I
Go
would say
ahead, sorry.
your heart and the passion that you possess, they're just, it'll take you far. You don't have to do much. You just have to keep practicing, keep preparing, keep persevering, just stay. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You're powerful beyond measure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next global star in the making. I'm speaking things. Kamali, thank you so much for being a guest on my show. And after sharing such a powerful lesson, how can people find you?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm getting off this planet soup. No, I'm just kidding. Instagram, TikTok, I am Kamali underscore K. Yeah. I and YouTube. If you listen to music, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, wherever you listen to music, I will be there.
Amazing.
Yes.
Kamali, thank you.
Leo,
Thank you so much.
thank you so much for this, for your light, your power, your passion, and your perseverance for continuing to push the peas, push this. It's needed, and we're really grateful for you. We're so
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kamali, for doing this. I think we have a pushing your piece, your racket. You might have that racket. So future guys, y'all got a lot
Yep.
to stop. Y'all gotta step up. Cause this is definitely a racket. And of course, this was not the last interview. The next one will be an in-person. We already declare that. So Kamali, I wish you all the best. Me and my audience, we will be cheering you on. We are looking forward to the album as well. I'll let them follow you. I'm not even gonna ask you. If you wanna know more, you all follow her. I ain't saying she ain't got no more to say.
And to my followers, whoever's paying attention, follow Leo and Pushing the Peas podcast. Stay tuned for more.
Stay tuned for more. Ladies and gentlemen, Kamali, the up and coming artist from Trinidad. It has been a pleasure, and we'll see you next week on Push Your Peace podcast.
Thank you so much.